Testing? Okay. Welcome, everyone. We are semi-professionals here. No. I guess okay. I guess the mic disconnected, probably when we had a power outage yesterday. Lovely. Anyway. Let me find this sketch that I had. I don't remember where I would have put it. But, welcome back to whatever this is. As you know, I was sick for a week, which is why I was not here. If I can't find the sketch, I think I'm gonna... I'm gonna get to that. Again, I was sick for a week, so I think I get the ability to draw a character that I own. And then I will start working on stuff that I owe people. Because, unfortunately, I got way too many, specifically custom orders. So, that is what I'm going to be working on for quite a while. You know what? I haven't drawn Journey in a long time. Ooh. I've always liked customs, but it's a lot all at once. Plus, someone wants... I have an interesting order of making customs and then making a scene with them, so that'll be fun. Plus, I have a custom that was ordered the day I got sick, so that has been sitting for a week, and I need to fill that. Anyway, I'm gonna be drawing Journey. Is this the best picture I have of him? Let's see. Yes. If any of you don't know, this is Journey. He's one of my elemental cats. He was actually originally going to be my new Sona, before I brought Light Echo back. So fun fact. But I brought Light Echo back, so he instead gets to be a god for my world. He gets lore. Let me think. Maybe if my brain starts working, I can tell you about it. So, let me talk a little bit about this guy. So, this guy is in the lore. Oh, why am I? Oops. I got distracted. Give me a second. In the lore, he is the god of waves. Technically, he's like a god of water, but the legend. Yeah, he's got little fish fins. I may change those a little. If you know anything about my elemental cats, his design is supposed to be part ocean, part light, and part air. And originally that's just because I was having fun. But I do have lore about that. So he was originally a god living on the Sky Islands. That's way too big. Along with the lightning god, Maelstrom, and the light. He mostly hung around Maelstrom and then the light god, Lumen. Neither of who really liked him. He didn't really like them either. Eventually, for reasons, what is happening? Whatever. So, he eventually gets kicked off the Sky Islands. And so he takes all the water with him. I'm still trying to decide how much is, like, real, actual fact, because these gods are real. Somewhat. I haven't decided that yet. But this is an explanation for why there is no water on the Sky Islands. It was taken by Journey. And instead, the creatures of the Sky Islands were instead given aqua flowers to survive. But Journey takes the water and gives it to the surface creatures. And he essentially just wanders around on the surface for however long. At some point, he has a demigod daughter. I haven't given her a name yet. Why are these little things on his head so hard to draw? They were easy at this angle, but not at this angle. That looks a little better. But anyway, that's about all I have for Journey's own myth. He shows up more in a different story I have. Speaking of, give me half a second. That's where she is. Okay. This doesn't look right. I don't like it. Anyway. He shows up more in a different story. It is the myth, the Epic of Pyromane, or the Journey of Pyromane. I haven't decided what it's called, but, it's based specifically on, it's based on the Odyssey, but it's based specifically on the Epic version, because I really like musical theater, and I got really into Epic the musical, and so I made OCs. Anyway, I'm really not liking how he's turning out. I'm gonna pivot because I found the other sketch that I wanted. We're gonna pivot to Peregrine. Ignore that. I'll get back to Journey later. Anyway. So, I made a whole little, story based on Epic, the musical, and the Odyssey, about the, like, original guy, for the Fire Cats. And so this story, I'm gonna be telling a bit of both the myth and then the actual, like, story that happened. So, within the myth, within the story, a cat named Pyre, a group of cats find the elemental continent, on a journey, and a crew of them is sent to explore and document what is on this island. So they spend a couple years wandering the continent. And one of those explorers is a cat named Pyre. His name is Pyre or Pyro within the myth. I have not decided what his, like, actual like, name was. Hi, Icy. Welcome. Welcome to lore. But yeah, I haven't really decided what his, like, actual real name was. So I'm just gonna call him Pyre. But anyway, so Pyre and a crew go explore the continent, and they go from the northeastern spot where the modern city, or the modern, like, cities of Pyromane are, to the southwest, where what is called Journey's domain is. And so they finish their journey, or they finish documenting what they were supposed to document, and they start the journey home, and they decide it would be easier to go by boat, um, instead of trekking all the way back the way they came. And that was a bad idea because they then have all kinds of crazy stuff happen to them. Including, I haven't decided everything. But of course, Pyre runs into a lot of gods. Including, pissing off, Journey. And that being a driving factor in their whole, like, adventure. I don't have a lot of these gods named. And I need to decide I may not call him Pyre. This is a lot of just, I was listening to the music and thinking up things in my head, and not super planned out stuff. But anyway. Epic the Musical. That's what this is based off of. Because the Ithaca Saga was too good. It was so good that I had to make characters about it. Anyway. Where was I? I was contemplating timeline issues in my head. Anyway. So, I would love to get this in a visual form at some point. 'Cause part of the story, and this is pulled kind of from Epic, but given my own, supernatural twist, throughout the story, in Epic, Odysseus kinda transforms. He's fighting becoming a monster. And the way I'm playing that in my own story is that at the beginning of the story, Pyre is a normal cat. Give me a second. But yeah. So, Pyre starts the journey as a normal cat. And within the modern day story, he just becomes a fire cat. In the reality, because I've decided that Pyre and Peregrine, and those other cats that I haven't named, were real people. He became part fire and part light. And with doing this, I had to rework how my elemental crystals work. So essentially, if you are a non-magic being, then exposure to the crystals will change you into that element, or it will give you those elemental powers. But you have to have no elemental powers. None of the modern day elemental cats, like if Firestorm stayed like for years and years next to the like nature crystal, he would not suddenly gain nature cat powers, grass cat, whatever I ended up calling it. Okay, see you, Leo. But, so, yeah. And Pyre was exposed to 2 crystals. He had a family heirloom, I'm trying to think how it worked. No, it was more like a marriage thing, not a family heirloom. Either way, he had 2 crystals with him. He had a light crystal that they found randomly. He actually had 3 crystals, but only 2 of them matter. I'll talk about the 3rd one at some point. But he had a light crystal that he found randomly on their journey. He found it pretty early on, and so he kept it with him the whole time. Give me a moment. Yeah. But so he had a light crystal that he found, but also he had a fire crystal that was part of his wedding band. I haven't decided what the cats use for, I don't know. I want some kind of jewelry for like married couples and stuff, but I haven't decided what that is yet. Because it can't be rings, they have paws. Come on, why aren't you connected? Okay. Sorry, I don't know what's OBS's problem. But yeah, his wedding band has fire elemental stone in it. The last stone of importance is this girl, Peregrine's. Pyre gave her a gift. Of a tree cat elemental crystal, a flying air elemental crystal. Yeah. But all that to say that through the journey, Pyre physically changes from being an ordinary cat to a fire cat with mostly dormant light powers. Give me a sec. Yeah. And if I were to make this like a visual thing, that would be like big. I haven't decided what color he is originally. I'm thinking gray, because I think that would have the biggest change. It would visually it would look extremely different between his beginning form and when he returns to his home. But yeah, he travels, and since I developed this based on the Epic the Musical songs, I'd say around, like, Monster would be the first real clue that something is different. But the changes would start as early as meeting Journey, who plays the role of Poseidon. Yeah. So, yeah. I have run out of time, actually. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, if nothing bad happens. Bye.